Hello. This is going to be a general reading for the sign of Pisces. Before I started the reading, I did want to kind of give you a message. This is going to be the third time that I have started your reading. So I was sick with COVID for the past almost 3 weeks now, and I'm finally getting better, but I did attempt to do your reading 2 other times. And I got the same messages coming through both times, but between me being sick still, sounding terrible, and the way that the energies were, it was really difficult to kind of read. So, in case this is something that I need to share with you guys, the messages that were coming through on both of those readings were of like a situation where, like, say there's two people and they're talking to you about the same scenario, and really you don't know who to believe because both of them, like, they contradict. The stories contradict themselves so much, you know something is not right. It was one of those sorts of energies. So whether it was literally two different people, I could not figure out whose energies was what, and what to kind of go off of, like what was the major energy to follow to kind of look more into. So that might be a message. Like, you may be feeling confused and not know what to believe in some sort of situation, or somebody may be trying to kind of alter your perspective on something and you don't feel very good about it. Like, it's just something's up. Like, you don't have the answers to something because it's not being shown to you. Like, there's some sort of false energy involved in this. So that was what I was getting both times for those readings. We'll see what comes out today, but I did want to share that in case that was something that y'all were going through. And let me know in the comments if that was something that resonated for you. But we're going to go ahead and start your reading. I have some oracles we're going to start with, then we're going to move into the tarot, and then we're going to do some runes and charms after that. So let's get started with your oracles. So this is Pisces. Pisces general energy, please. Okay, well, the coyote. I'm not taking that because about 10 of them fell out, but too many again. Pisces general energy, the journey. Oh, and the coyote's on the bottom of the deck, so we're going to have to take that because I do think that that has something to do with your message. Pisces. Pisces. Jupiter abundance. All right, and let's do one more oracle. The salamander and black pepper, inspiration. Okay, so first we'll start with your energy. So Pisces. Can I see Pisces energy, please? The Ace of Wands in reverse. The Three of Swords. The Six of Cups in reverse. Okay. So it does look like there is some sort of like difficult situation going on. Something that has caused you a little bit of pain that you're working through at the moment. Or you have been working through in the recent past. With the Six of Cups here reversed, it's kind of like it's thinking of something that has happened in the past. So there was an occurrence or a situation that started to happen in the past that hurt was painful and you're kind of trying to work through. And then the Six of Cups being in reverse too. Um, it can talk about like recalling old memories, but like in a more in happier light than what they actually occurred in real life. With the journey and the tricks, or the coyote is like a trickster card, um, which kind of goes with what I had been pulling prior, but I still want to get more of the energy around you and to kind of see if this is the continuation of what messages I had been getting the last two times. But you do have some sort of drive to heal from something or understand something, is what I'm getting from your energy. So let's keep going and let's look at the energy that was around you. Energy that's around you, Pisces. All right, so we have the Knight of Wands reversed. Energy that is around Pisces, please. The Ten of Wands in reverse. Pisces, energy around Pisces. Okay, and the Four of Pentacles. So, and then the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So it's almost like there's something around you that doesn't want to let go of something. The Four of Pentacles being here, I'm picking up vibes of like holding on to something that either isn't working or has fractured in a way that may not be able to be like fixed. With the Ten of Wands here with the Knight of Wands, it's kind of like, so what's around you has either put pressure on you or really has affected you in a way where it's hard to move forward. Like you're feeling, it's almost like a situation where you still are trying to figure something out. Like you know for a fact that it's something that has burdened you in some way, but there's something that you still don't understand about it. So you're trying to figure it out, is what I'm getting. The Knight of Wands in reverse can talk about like lack of progress, lack of like sincere communication, which could be this trickster energy and does actually go with the energies that I was picking up before. This is just a little bit more clear, where it's the other person maybe trying to mislead you or like maybe push something under the rug, or just not, like if a problem had come up, maybe they, instead of wanting to deal with it like head on and properly like do something to move forward or explain to you why certain things went the way that they went or be honest about a situation, it's like they would rather not do that. So, and you may honestly, it's like you're trying to figure out what actually happened, is what I keep getting. And there's something in you that, like, you know that you don't know the full story or something, and it feels like you can't move forward in any way until you know that. So let's keep looking. And it's I'm really getting that this individual in the situation, they don't really want to have all the truth out there for whatever reason. Maybe they think that it's going to affect, like they'll, if this isn't a relationship, that you would not stay with them, or you would have no future if you knew certain things, or they just may have the feeling of like they've screwed up in some way, or they don't know how to make things better. It just depends. there is a little bit of like a tricky, like, I don't want to give up on this, but you trying to figure out maybe one, if it is something that you can kind of move forward with, or if there's things that were like deal breakers involved in this. But I don't know if you actually know of anything that 100% was a deal breaker yet. It is kind of like a tricky energy between the two. So let's look at the connection. Because this does feel like a relationship sort of a thing. Connection. The Empress in reverse. The Five of Cups. Okay, and then the Three of Pentacles. So it really does give off the vibes of not... So the Empress being in reverse, it makes me feel like there really was stagnation and like no moving forward, and someone like stress in the situation, and like someone maybe not wanting to... Someone wanting to control, kind of like in... Not, that's not what they would be thinking, but they kind of want things to go a certain way. So feeling like maybe in the past, since the Five of Cups are here, they did kind of go about things in the wrong way, and it's caused like a stagnation in moving forward, and like the progression of like the fertility of the actual combination of your both of you together. So it's very, very stagnant. Like there is a will to want, like to not want to give up. And I feel like possibly from both sides, but I think that the person who is not being honest is really the one holding on to kind of wanting to control the situation in the way that they would be able to like continue on without having to out what the honesty of what actually had happened. Like they just want to push it under the rug. That is the person I think that's holding on in like the not good way. So, and then with the Wise one here, this is the Hierophant, and it could, you know, this is talking about like morals. It could be talking about morals and things like that. And I really do think that there were some poor decisions made here. Yeah, Five of Pentacles here too. I think that there was some poor decisions, and there's a fear of loss because of those decisions, which is making it to where not everything is going to come out. Like what it could be, they don't think it could be that if everything does end up coming out. So let's pull some advice. Can I have advice for Pisces, please? Advice for Pisces. What are you? Ten of Swords. Advice for Pisces. The Two of Swords. And then the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. In reverse. So what I'm feeling here with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, it can talk about like kind of the aftermath from somebody else's like mistakes, kind of. And I think that you're aware. It makes me feel like you are aware that something has happened and it may not be able to move forward. And there's a decision that needs to be made, whether, you know, if this person's going to come forward and be honest. And it's like the only way to move forward were to be if you were able to, the other individual or the other energy is able to honestly come to you and out everything so that you could make your decision, and it would not, you know, you would be able to move forward with a clean slate. So that's the energy that I'm getting. There may be some sort of issues with like financial, like you may be financially tied to this person. So it might make it difficult to be able to move forward. Maybe that's something that you're dealing with and having to kind of be smart about because you can't necessarily just move on. Or it might be a really big decision to where if you would move on, you know, it would affect you negatively financially, or it could have already done that. Like whatever they have done could have affected you negatively financially. But I really am getting that you know that there's things that aren't right, and like it's a decision with, if this is something that really makes me unstable and really has made me suffer, and you know, you were truly manipulated, like trying to get, having an open conversation about it and putting that out on the table. But it may need to be in a way, if you are financially tied to them, like a smart way where you're planning, which honestly, I feel like that's already what you're doing. So it's kind of like a confirmation to where you know that that's kind of like where it's going. I've got the Three of Wands here too at the bottom of the deck. And then the High Priestess. Yeah, it's like you know that this is what's happening. And maybe you're calmly just like watching from afar, but it will need to be addressed to move forward, or you will need to plan to be able to better yourself in a situation and go for something that's more stable, whatever that might be for you. So let's go ahead and pull a couple of runes. Let's see what runes you get. Okay, so here is your first rune. Not sure if it's actually, there we go. Okay, so this is Perthron. So it's about mystery and like secrets. So let's pull another one and let's see what other rune comes out. Okay, and this is your next. Okay, and this one is Degas. So this one is more about like success and hope and transforming and like balance in a situation. So again, that does go with like the secrets either have to come out or some kind of decision is going to have to be made, because you have no other choice. It's like the other person doesn't. You have no other choice but to have that happen for the sake of stability, whatever that's going to look like. So here we are with some charms. We have a leaf. We have a little Hello Kitty Sanrio charm. We have a starfish. We have a turtle. We have a sewing machine and a treble clef. We have a spoon. We have an owl. We have a moon that has like filigree, almost feather-like design behind it. We have a 3-leaf clover, a key, a hospital, a butterfly, 2 swans, like a large one and a small one, like a mama and a baby. I feel like this does hit like close to home, whatever this situation is. We have a telephone. We have another butterfly. We have a fairy, and then we have a tiger. Okay. So Pisces, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Do let me know if this resonated with you. Comment or like. Subscribe if you are drawn to do so. I do hope that the messages are finding those who they are meant to find. Thank you again so much for being here and sharing your energy with me. I hope that you have a very blessed day.